Welcome to CCBC-Essex. I'm Rocco Jeppy alongside Kevin Brown, and today we bring you NJCAA Women's Soccer as the Lady Knights host the Surge of Cincinnati State. Kevin, tell us a little bit about Cincinnati State, if you would.
Yes, thank you. Cincinnati State is coached by Will Cagle. Speaking of Mr. Cagle, he told us a few keys to the game after coming off of the 4-2 loss yesterday against Hartford. One is that they need to stay focused. While they outshot Hartford, yesterday, they really need to start converting some of those opportunities into goals.
Yeah, it was a very key theme that he had. Talented team, trying to figure out how they can translate that talent. For the Knights, they had some different keys to the game. Speaking with head coach Jeffrey Holland, talking about dealing with the wind today. We got a very beautiful day. It is cloudy, mid-70s with the winds coming out of the north, 10 to 15, but it will be gusting up to 25 miles per hour. So he said one of his keys is learning how to deal with that wind for the first time this season. Another was to play solid defense. They want to keep that defense fresh. They want to keep them going. A great goalie back there in Hannah Burrows. And we're underway here as we get to the third key of the game, and that was finish. Keep the pressure on and put the ball in the net. So it looks like a lot of midfield play here to get things started. The Lady Knights, come into the game 2-1. Haven't had a chance to play many games. They've had 2 games postponed because of some travel concerns for the other team. And this is actually their first game since Tuesday, Kevin.
Absolutely. And now they're playing very talented Lady Surge team that's actually coming off of, as mentioned before today, a loss. A team that's actually outscoring their opponents 19-11. And averaging an average of 3.8 goals per game. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes today.
You would think that Coach Cagle is definitely going to want to pepper the goalie, Hannah Burrows. She's a freshman. And as we're watching them getting play started, we got to throw in over here for the Lady Surge. Kevin, why don't you go ahead and run down the starters for Cincinnati State for us?
Okay, so the starters for Cincinnati State, the Lady Surge, in goal, number 1, Kelsey Lee. Number 2, defense and midfielder, April Zeiger. Number 3, defender, Allison Cook. Number 5, center and back, Chelsea Evans. Number 6, forward, Shannon Jameson. Number 7, defenseman, Cian Raymer. Number 8, defender, Jamie Pfeiffer. Number 10, defender, Lindsay Harmon. Number 12, forward,
and Kevin, not to cut you off, I do apologize. We're just watching here as it looks like Cincinnati State really pressuring for the first time, but sophomore Maria Ambridge, number 2, and the rest of her defense worked pretty hard to get the Lady Surge out of the zone and ultimately force a goal kick as we see Barrows plays it up to Sharpella. And it looks like she went too far out of bounds. We're going to have a throw in for the Lady Surge. Who else we have starting there, Kevin? Who do we miss?
Okay, we have number 12 is forward, E.B. Stepanak. You have midfielder number 13, Brittany Weimer. And to round it off, number 25, midfielder Brianna Mays.
Thank you, Kevin. And as we watch the Knights try and get up into the offensive zone here, looks like it is going to be a throw-in. We're going to come back the other way. And just to let the fans at home know, Lady Knights, the home team, they are wearing the home whites today. And the Lady Surge are wearing their black road uniforms. Starting for the Lady Knights at midfield, we got number 2, Maria Ambridge. We also have number 10, Allison Tarr. Melanie Humanick will wear number 13 today at the midfield. Jenna Vogan, number 17. She's another midi. And the last 2 middies, number 19, Emily DiMatteo, and number 22, Ashley Hollemeyer. For the forwards, we got Autumn Sharpella. She is going to be number 3 today as a forward. And we also have Rachel Rossi, number 16. And to round out the starters for the Knights are going to be number 6, Katie Kilmeyer, and number 9, Kelsey Adder. And then, of course, last but not least, in goal for the Lady Knights, number 0, Hannah Burrows. Hannah really has played well. She wasn't anticipated or expected to be the starting goaltender when the season started. But, Kevin, she's done pretty well so far in her first 3 games.
Absolutely. She actually got 2 shutouts in her first 3 games with the shots on goal that have been taken from her. So she's really stepping it up, where many thought that questioned what her abilities would be this year.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable when you come into the season thinking, you're going to be playing in the field, and then just at a need, Coach Holland had to go ahead and put her in goal. Of course, Jeffrey Holland, he's in his 8th season with the Lady Knights. His assistant coaches, Hannah Bray, she's back for her 2nd season. And a man that has been coaching with or coaching for Jeffrey Holland for his entire life, but he's with his 6th season with the Lady Knights, and that's George Holland, his father. Pretty cool dynamic watching these two over the last 6 years, 6 seasons, to see them coaching together and with one another on the sideline. And you got to think that that helps the atmosphere with the Lady Knights and the female student athletes out there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Anytime you have experience coaching on the sideline, especially if you have many freshmen, it does help the atmosphere. You know, it does help to communicate what they want, and they know what they want because they've been doing it for so long.
Absolutely. So we watch a shot put on the post by Cincinnati State. Number 13, Brittany Wilmer, went off the right post, the left side of goaltender Hannah Burrows, and that's the first scoring opportunity for Cincinnati State. CCBC-Essex able to clear the ball and now has it at midfield. Allison Tarr looking for her teammates and drops a pass a little too far for Emily DiMatteo. It's going to be a throw-in for the Lady Surge. I tell you, the Lady Surge on that last offensive possession, that was pretty quick. You know, we're giving some background, and all of a sudden she took a shot from about 25 yards out, and she puts that ball maybe 6 inches closer to the left side, and she's put her team up 1-0.
Definitely. Opportunities don't come in a premium.
Here she comes again. Burrows is going to make the save. Brittany Wilmer again from that spot out on the left wing, taking a shot 25 yards out, but Burrows is there for the save this time, her first of the game. Play coming back into the offensive zone here. And Lady Surge, bad passes collected by the Lady Knights, Emily DiMatteo. Lady Surge get it back. They're trying to find an opening lane, but it looks like she's not going to find that. It trickles back to the goalkeeper Burrows, and Essex will try to go on the attack here. Throw-in is going to go to the Lady Surge. Stoppage of play. I think just dealing with some clock maintenance. We're in the 7th minute of play here. No score. The teams come in once again. The Lady Knights are 2-1. And the Lady Surge sitting at 3-2. Kevin mentioned earlier they did play Hartford yesterday. Head coach Cagle was telling us that they pretty much controlled that game. They outshot Hartford, just didn't convert their chances, as the Lady Knights are looking to get into the offensive zone, and a foul called on Melanie Humanick, so it will be Lady Surge ball. And that's tough, Kevin. You know, you have one team in the Lady Knights that they haven't played a game in 5 days. They're fresh. They're ready to play. They want to slide tackle and get on somebody other than those that are in the same shirt and go to the same classes. And then the Lady Surge, they're coming off of a tough loss yesterday to Hartford, and they're back at it less than 24 hours later.
Right, and you kind of wonder if that's going to play on their stamina, play on how they sub in and out, because you definitely want to make sure that you're keeping those legs fresh when you're coming into the second period.
Absolutely, and that's one thing that helps at this level, the National Junior College Athletic Association, unlimited substitutions. They don't have to worry about when they're going to use their subs or how they're going to use them, plays a big role, but they're able to get them in when they need them. So that helps as well to talk to your point and keeping them fresh. Now we have looks what could have been a breakaway, but the ball played just a little bit past Brittany Wilmer. And it looks like Brittany Wilmer is going to be the key of the game for the Knights defense. Looking at Cincinnati State, you know, Jamie Pfeiffer does lead the way with 7 goals and 3 assists for the Lady Surge, but Wilmer's playing a pretty aggressive game today so far, Kevin.
Absolutely. And that's one thing you want to see. I mean, you want to see the aggression there, but you also want to make sure that any opportunities they take with that aggression, that they're smart shots. They're not shots that are off balance, or they're not shots that are coming off the tip of the foot or the back of the heel, that they're hitting center of the side of the foot.
Definitely. There's no sense in taking a shot just for the sake of taking a shot, as we get a shot right there from the Lady Surge. Evie Stepanek taking a shot, making a save is Hannah Burrows again with her second save this afternoon. Looks like she's going to be tested early and often, Kevin.
Absolutely. I mean, Hannah Burrows is, like I said, it does have those several shutouts, but you do have a high shooting team in Cincinnati State, as we mentioned before, coming off of outscoring their opponent 19-11 and really step up their shooting. They're going to try to wonder if they're going to try to focus today on turning them into opportunities, which was one of the keys of the game for Cincinnati State.
Understood. And we watch as Maria Ambridge will now settle the play down. She'll play the ball back to Hollemeyer, who finally gets it to the midfield in Katie Kilmartin. Lady Knights trying to get a play set up. And one of the funny things that I'm sure we're going to hear on this broadcast tonight is, this afternoon rather, every time the Lady Knights are inside of that offensive zone, you can hear Coach Holland over there on that sideline. It's one of the things that we've gone to call Hollandisms, if you will. You will hear him screaming, finish it, finish it. And that will be throughout the game. The score could be, they won their season opener at Bucks County 9-0. And I can guarantee you when they were sitting at 6-0, he's still yelling at them, finish it, finish it. He wants them every time they get in that offensive zone to score a goal.
Absolutely, because you really don't want to get comfortable. You don't want to feel like you're slacking off. He wants them to keep aggressive, because we've seen that actually in the men's game. Where they've scored a goal, kind of backed off a little bit, and it's actually cost them 2 games. Sure,
the aggressiveness is something that he definitely teaches, and he's showing that with the style of play. Talking to him before the game, they are going to play a 3-4-3 style of game, which is very unusual at this level, especially in the Maryland JUCO Conference, as we watch the Lady Surge trying to do just that, surge a goal, and the Lady Knights defense desperately trying to clear it out, collected up a shot on goal. Save made again by Burrows. Jamie Pfeiffer, one of those stars that we talked about just a little while ago, put it on net. Just couldn't get enough on it, though. Burrows plays it out. Sharpella will control the ball. Now she's looking for an outlet. Plays it to the middle where she finds Allison Tarr. Tarr's going to play the ball up. And here come the Lady Knights. Oh, that's one thing you got to watch out for, that turf down there. As great as this stuff is from a maintenance standpoint, sometimes you hit that turf and it just doesn't quite give like natural grass gives. And so the Lady Knights obviously end up turning the ball over. The Lady Surge will control it now as the Knights try and get it back. Closing in on we're looking at the 12th minute of play here, getting ready to enter the 13th minute. Kevin, we're still scoreless. What, in your mind of minds, what do you think is going to happen? Who's going to break through first?
Looking at the aggression, I would have to say Cincinnati State, and I know that's kind of weird coming off of what the Lady Knights have been able to do, and that being the fresher team. But one of the things that Coach Cagle preached upon was to go ahead and turn opportunities into goals. And I think you're going to really see them start to focus down, and you're going to see the first shot coming in from the Cincinnati State sidelines.
So there you have it. Kevin Brown, he's prognosticating, if you will, that the Lady Surge will get on the board first. Now, of course, we're here, CCBC-Essex campus, the Lady Knights. Broadcast is being brought to you by our very important, very talented broadcast partner, the Broadcast Institute of Maryland. You can check them out at www.bim.org. And they're having an open house coming up soon, Kevin. We're hoping to get some talented students in there. And we thank them a lot. Wouldn't be without them, this broadcast would not be happening right now. We have other partners that we want to thank in MedStar Sports Medicine, our athletic training staff here. And finally, Jimmy John's. To find the nearest Jimmy John's to you, visit www.jimmyjohns.com. And, of course, for all the Ladies' Nights information, you're going to go to www.ccbc-essexnights.com. As you're watching this broadcast today, if something happens, you need to refresh your browser or your wireless goes up, just remember to go back to ccbc-essexnights.com as we get a shot and a score. Wow, had the goalie Hannah Burrows out on one line, and the Lady Surge, as predicted by Kevin Brown, Evie Stepanek puts them on the board 1-0 here in the game. 31-32 left to play in the first half, and 14 minutes 28 seconds in, the Lady Surge are on the board.
That Cincinnati State goal was scored by number 12, Elizabeth Stepanak. Time of the goal, 14 minutes and 26 seconds.
It didn't even look like there was an assist on that goal, Kevin. It looked like Evie saw something. You know, she peeked up for a minute, saw Burrows off her line, and just popped it right over top her head.
Right, and that actually goes back to turning opportunities into goals. She saw something there, saw a little bit of an off balance possibly, and decided to take the chance, and, well, we got the first score of the game.
She did. She put the Lady Surge up 1-0. Now the Knights are going to have to be even more aggressive. They're going to have to go down there. They need to equal the score before the half. I think that is key to being able to come out in the second half and really believe that you have a chance in the game. And we know the Knights can do that, right? We look at their stats. The Lady Knights are outscoring their opponents coming into this game 12-2, Kevin. The season opener, they went up to Bucks County Community College, defeated them 9-0. And then even though they lost their first game of the year to Montgomery College, it was a 2-0 game. It was a brilliant game played on both sides. And, of course, coming off of Tuesday's 2-0 defeat of CCBC Catonsville, we know they can put goals on the board as we see another shot and another Burrows save. You know, she's made 5 saves already this afternoon, 1 goal allowed. I don't know that she can continue to take that type of peppering. We've already seen 1 goal early, and if they let the Lady Surge in there and allow them to keep shooting like that, you know, that score could get out of control, even though the Lady Knights can put them on the board themselves.
Absolutely, and you see that. But the other thing that you do see with the shutouts that they have is that Lady Surge are good at sorry, my apologies. Lady Knights are good at playing defense with the shutouts. So you
Absolutely.
So you have to believe that while they are peppering their goal with shots, that they're going to step in, get aggressive, try to make the steals, and try to put the pressure on Kelsey Lee for Cincinnati State.
Definitely, and we just saw again Pfeiffer taking a shot. It sailed up and over. The Lady Knights are gonna go ahead and try and go on the attack as they lose the ball out of bounds. Emily DiMatteo didn't look like she really had a good handle on that, so it'll be a throw-in for the Lady Surge. Entering the 17th minute of play now, 1-0 Lady Surge over the Lady Knights. Again, the Lady Knights in the home whites, Lady Surge in the black away uniforms. Lady Surge are going to the right goal on your television set or computer set this afternoon. Of course, the Lady Knights headed to the left side where they need to get a goal. A couple of those young ladies they'll be looking at, Kevin. A couple of goal scorers on that Lady Knights team. You know, freshman Rachel Rossi. She had 2 goals and an assist in their season opener. Katie Kilmartin had 2 goals in their season opener. You know, they really are looking at those two to be the front runners on this offense and try and spark something. But it just looks like Cincinnati State has been controlling the ball from the midfield all the way into the attacking zone throughout this game so far.
Right, and you have to wonder if that's something that Coach Will Cagle pressured upon them. You know, get aggressive early, be aggressive often, and turn that out and turn those opportunities around. You know, because you never want to go with back-to-back losses. That can actually be a demotivator. When you're coming off of a back-to-back loss.
Absolutely. I agree with you there, Kevin. As we watch Burrows collect the ball up for another goal kick here. He really wants to try and, I think, play this one to the center of the field where she's got some more women out there for her. Plays it a little short into her left side, but the Lady Knights have gathered it up and looked to control it at the midfield. It's a nice move there by Allison Tarr, trying to work the ball into the offensive zone for the Lady Knights. Plays it ahead to Sherpella. Sherpella out there on the left wing. She's trying to make a move, but just some amazing defense being played by Autumn Adams and forces the ball out of bounds. And it looks like it's going to go to the Lady Surge for a throw-in. knocked out of bounds. We're going to have another throw in for the Lady Surge. And that's another situation there, Kevin, where the Lady Knights really have to compose themselves and right the ship. And a turnover there really was just not a good thing to happen for them at this point in the game.
Absolutely. You've been playing on your side of the field so far through the first half of the game. Finally getting that ball to the Lady Surge side of the field, you really want to kind of slow your pace down, be methodical in passing back and forth to get that to open up that opportunity.
And we watch here the ball played in again deep in the Lady Knights territory. Burrows will punt it out. Pretty decent punt out to midfield. Collected up by the Lady Surge as they again look to attack. Drop the ball back. Now it looks like they're just trying to set things up. Ball is poked away by Melanie Humanick. A Lady Surge will have the throw in. This is the area right here, Kevin. They've been taking a lot of shots from this area as we watch Maria Ambridge step in front of that shot and try and clear the ball out. She's unsuccessful, but we do have a foul called on the Lady Surge, and the Knights will take over and try and get that ball up on offense. In the 20th minute of play, again, the Lady Surge are on top 1-0. The goal coming off of the foot of Evie Stepanek at 14:28. That's where we stand right now.
And you have to wonder sometimes with the Lady Knights having playing since Tuesday, if that could play into today's game. They haven't really had
another long shot, not to cut you off, Kevin, but Stepanek at it again from about 25 yards out. Save made by Burrows. And, this is a stat line that, all goalies, they want to see their saves climb and they want to have a good save ratio. But I think if you'd have told Hannah Burrows she'd have 6 saves by this point in the game, she'd be a little worried.
Absolutely. I mean, the more shots on goal that your opponent has, it really can wear down on your goalie, and it's going to give them a feel of how she defends the ball, which will give them a little bit more opening later in the game.
Absolutely, and that's not counting probably the 4 or 5 shots that have sailed wide, up, over. She's seen a lot down there in that end of the field today, and I'm sure she'd like a breather, maybe grab that water bottle a couple of times, but she just really hasn't had the chance.
Absolutely, you would think she would want to get what Kelsey Lee's actually been getting early in this game with her breather down the sideline. Not too many shots from the Lady Knights today.
That's correct. And that'll definitely play on a goalie. You want them to be fresh. You want them to be ready to go. As we watch the Lady Knights poke one away again, it's Maria Ambridge. And Maria Ambridge, she's playing today as a midfielder, but she's played a whole lot more on defense. And thus far, she's been the difference on defense, I think, for the Lady Knights. We pause here for some substitutions. Coming into the game for the Lady Knights, number 15, Sarah Cosby, and number 21, Caitlin St. Lawrence. And I believe we may have missed one. We're going to grab that other substitution just as soon as we can for you folks, as the Knights lose the ball again in the offensive zone to the Surge goaltender. Kelsey Lee punting the ball out past midfield and over the head of Kelsey Adder as Lady Knights freshman tries to track it down. Goes out of bounds. Oh, no, I apologize. Now it's out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Lady Surge. A quick throw-in, not wasting any time.
Yeah, it looks like they're really wanting to put the pressure on the Lady Knights, getting a little bit more of that one little cushion that they have right now.
Mm-hmm. Hannah Burrows says, no, let it go. I'll take it here. And Burrows is going to survey the landscape, see where she wants to take it, and she ultimately picks the ball up. Entering the 22nd minute now. Still a 1-goal deficit for the Lady Knights as they try and crack through. I wonder what the accommodations were for the Cincinnati State team. And they come in from Cincinnati, Ohio. They play Hartford Community College yesterday evening. And right now, you know, puns aside, they look like they stayed somewhere nice last night because they look fresh.
Absolutely. They look like they're ready up at it, ready to go, and they're really attacking the ball, really showing their aggressive side in today's game.
There we go. Ambridge stepping up, but a nice move there by Brianna Mays, and she keeps the ball in the territory for the Lady Surge. And again, they're looking to the left side there as you watch, the right side of goaltender Hannah Burrows. And I think that's where they're trying to set that shot up, as the Lady Knights defense not giving up, but now not clearing it out. And wow, amazingly, Hannah Burrows making a save on a shot by teammate Sarah Cosby. I think she was trying to clear that one out of the back line and just set up a corner kick, and she put it on goal. Ironically, the first shot on goal for the Lady Knights today, but not the direction she wanted to take it.
No. And that's one thing always I watch out for, is that all ever elusive self goal. That's one thing you see that could hurt you if your goalie's not ready for a kickback.
Definitely. You know, you don't want to make the Sports Center not top 10,
Right.
Especially at this level. We want to get our athletes on the student athletes on the Sports Center top 10 as we watch the clock ticking down into the 26th minute of play. And the Lady Surge, guess what? They're back on offense again. This is something I think Coach Holland is definitely going to have to change at halftime. I know he loves to play that 3-4-3 style, but this team really doesn't seem like they're getting enough done on defense as we watch the Lady Surge substituting into the game. And it looks to be number 16, Angel Jenkins, checking in. And
Substitution that just came into the game.
the throw-in comes back in for the Lady Surge.
Angel Jenkins.
A nice fight over there, but Lady Surge ultimately get it out. They play it to the middle. Sarah Cosby clears, but it's wrapped up again by the Lady Surge. Katrina Brickley keeping it in, and now the Knights have it on the left wing. Sharpella looking around, trying to find an open teammate, and momentarily they get it out. They have Rachel Rossi, who plays it up the field to St. Lawrence, who loses it out of bounds. And the Lady Knights just don't look like they're on the same page. I mean, even on that exchange there, it looks like they're too close. They're bunching up when they do get their chances, and that's going to hurt them.
Right. And you kind of wonder, too, if that goes back to, again,
Lady Knights throw in.
Goes back again to that 5 day, that time off. I mean, it's 5 days since they played on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And you wonder if you can only do so much in practice, but
Sure.
a game situation, but you never know what's going to happen once you go live.
And that ball goes out of bounds to the Lady Surge. And that's right. And I think sometimes what gets lost at this level too, Kevin, is we have to remember these young ladies are still teenagers. So in those 5 days, they're going to do things that teenagers do. They're going to go to their classes. They're going to have a good time at the movies and so forth. And you got to keep them on that field. And when you don't have a game to do that with, you got to try and, replicate that in practices. As we see the flag go up, forget about that shot, folks, as Katrina Brickley was offsides. No goal. We got 18 minutes remaining in the first half, but, it's human. And sometimes you allow the minds to wander for that long. It could be detrimental.
Right. With the experience of Coach Holland, he's going to, probably after halftime talking to these girls, have them back in focus for the second half of play.
I would think so. Ball played to midfield, and as we look out here, folks at home can see, mostly cloudy. We got a little bit of sun peeking through the clouds, and looking at the flag out there to the left as you're watching, pretty still right now. No wind going on right now, but that wind will be gusting throughout the afternoon and may start to play as we see a steal there by Maria Ambridge, who plays it just too far ahead, trying to reach teammate Rachel Rossi. And now the Lady Knights have to fight to get the ball back, and they're unable to do so. But Sarah Cosby is able to gather it at the midfield. The Lady Knights trying to get the ball back into the offensive zone. As we see a kick there by Katie Kilmartin. A little bit of frustration, a little bit of clearing. Rossi plays up. She can't get to it. And the Lady Surge trying again here to get back on offense. 29th minute of play. Lady Surge leads CCBC-Essex Lady Knights 1-0. Again, that goal coming in the 15th minute of play at 14:28. A turn and shoot goal by Evie Stepanek. And folks, we invite you to stick around after halftime as I sign off. Rocco Jeppy's going to step out. Kevin Brown is going to have a new play-by-play man stepping in with him this afternoon. And in the second half, John Carrington from the Broadcasting Institute of Maryland, he's going to do the second half of our game. And we thank you to stick around and watch us and let us know how we're doing. There's as you're watching us on YouTube, you have the comment screen there. Shoot us a line. Let us know what you think of the broadcast and what we can do to bring you a better product as we watch Brittany Wilmer take a shot wide right. That'll be another goal kick, but keep us on our toes, folks. Visit us at ccbcsexknights.com. If you have to refresh this broadcast today and you lose us, that's where you're going to find us, ccbcsexknights.com. The featured story of the day is today's live stream between Cincinnati State and CCBC-Essex. There's just a nice pass into the zone. Nothing you could do about that if you're the goalkeeper. That was terrific. Stepanek finding a streaking Brickley, and the Surge now lead 2-0. Gavin, that was unbelievable. Stepanek setting up on that right wing. All eyes on her because she is the goal scorer from earlier. And from out of nowhere, seemingly, Katrina Brickley just comes down the left side, and Stepanek finds her with a beautiful pass for the Lady Surge's second goal.
Absolutely, and that goes back to earlier with this team, as aggressive as they are on shooting. And Burroughs, she can only save so much before she's going to get a little winded. And, we saw what happened there.
Goal was scored by number 11, Katrina Brickley. Assisted by number 12, Elizabeth Stepanek.
Okay. And it looks like that Lady Surge have the ball back on their side of the field, passing it forward, and trying to get it out, moving it to the Lady Knight side of the field. And I thought the ball was going to go out there, folks, but it's staying in play. Surge coming down, really coming in, trying to split in and take another shot on goal.
There we go. It's going to be a turnover here. Lady Knights will have the ball back. And Kevin, at this point, now you're going into halftime with a 2-goal deficit. If you're Coach Holland, what do you tell these young ladies at halftime?
Honestly, I would go back to one of the keys of the game. That's just a finishing. They did have a opportunity on the Lady Surge side of the field, but they just didn't seem like they were aggressive enough. Like you said, they didn't seem like they were staying in their lanes, trying to keep the pressure on the Lady Surge and being able to take those shots on goal, giving up the steals and having the ball come back on their side of the play. The other one I would just say is just stay focused. Know your plan. You know what you want to play. You know your style of play, and do it. Impose your will on your opponent's side of the field and get those shots off.
I agree with you, Kevin, and it's just a matter of being able to do that as we watch the Lady Surge substitute. April Ziegler comes back into the game, and the Lady Knights check in Destiny McBurney, trying to get something going on the offensive end. Destiny, of course, is a forward, so it looks like Coach Holland is trying to shake this lineup up a bit, get some more attackers on the field, and try and make a run at getting at least one goal before halftime.
Absolutely. You never want to go into halftime with a 2-0 deficit. With opportunities coming few and far between in these games, you want to try to get any opportunity you can and create your own opportunities if need be.
We watch again the Lady Surge control now. Some time ago, the Lady Knights did check in Michaela Miller. Michaela's a forward, but she's got speed. She's out of Nottingham, Maryland, went to Eastern Tech. As we watch again the Lady Surge on the break, but she misses wide left. All she had was the goalie to beat at that point, and I say she, and that was Evie Stepanek once again. I mean, it seems like, Kevin, all we're saying this afternoon is Stepanek and also the name of Wilmer. And those two are all over the place.
Absolutely. Well, they're the Cincinnati State's two best shooters on this team, and with Stepanak, you would have to think that's one thing going into halftime that Coach Holland's going to look for. It's figuring out a way of taking Stepanak out the game, and also with Wilmer too. Maybe I don't know, putting like 2-on-1 back there, or trying to really figure out some way with playing this solid D and keeping them away from the ball.
I'd have to agree with you there. And, you look at the stats, and Stepanak is second on the team now with her 4th goal. And the amazing part of this team is we watch Hannah Burrows collect the ball up and ask our team to get down the field. And I think that's one thing that we see there, Kevin, in an inexperienced goaltender. And as hard and spirited as Hannah Burrows plays, an experienced goaltender knows she's got to let some of her players get up to that midfield before she punts that ball out.
Absolutely. When you're clearing,
Lady Surge coming in again, not to cut you off, Kevin, but a shot on goal again by Brickley from that left side, and Hannah Burrows making her 7th save this afternoon. And I think that's one thing. I think if we had Coach Holland here, he'd tell us too that she's got to wait. She's got to let some of those student athletes get to the middle of the field. I know they're defenders. I know Cosby's playing back on defense as we watch her lose the ball out of bounds. I know that Kilmartin is playing back on defense. I know that Adder is playing back on defense. But if you get those 3 at the midfield when you're clearing that ball out, it gives you a better opportunity to then transition the ball to the offensive side.
Absolutely. And also one thing you want to look at too as your goalie, if you want to try to rush it out, and if you're not going to get an opportunity, don't clear dead center. You want to maybe clear to your left or right wing, because you're always going to have somebody solid on that side.
I was going to say the Lady Knights could have caught a break there. The referee calling a foul on the Lady Knights, Rachel Rossi. Got to say again, that's a situation where I think the referee didn't see that the turf played a little bit bigger role in that than Rossi did. In any case, the Lady Surge do go back on the attack at midfield now, really looking to seize this victory, because I think if they score another goal, if this gets to be a 3-goal deficit, that's going to be tough to come back from.
You never want to say
another deep shot and another save by Burrows. Not to cut you off there, Mr. Brown. Shannon Jameson from the left side, and again a save by Hannah Burrows. Kevin, Burrows could end up with double-digit saves before halftime.
Yeah, and that's not something you ever want to see. You want to be playing solid D. You want to keep your goalie fresh, and that was one of the things that Coach Holland was really stressing with his keys to the game as well.
Again, we see the Lady Knights trying to make a pass, and again that trying to get your head about you. Melanie Humanek coming down that left side, really making a good pass at it. Once that ball came back out to her, it looked like she had the opportunity to play it to the middle or let it go for a corner kick, and instead she opted to try and put something quick on the goal and put it out of bounds, and now the Lady Surge have a goal kick. The Knights again. I think the theme of the first half, and as much as a homer as I want to be, the theme of the first half is work smarter, not harder.
Exactly, and you have to wonder too, with her putting that quick shot on goal, if the score has anything to do with it. With them being down 2-0, if she just wanted to try to get that quick score and try to get the ball back, so they can try to maybe possibly tie it up before halftime.
Absolutely, and that's where communication is so key, because as we sit here and we watch, we got about 8 minutes left until the break, but we got 45 minutes more to play after that. So with 53 minutes, if my math is correct, and I was never good at math, Kevin, but 53 minutes plus to play, you have plenty of time to get back into this game.
Absolutely. I mean, you never want to say a game's over by halftime, because it's not. And definitely we've seen with these Lady Knights, they can put the ball in play, and they can put the goals on the board.
Sure. And we knew the Lady Surge wanted to come out and score quickly, because in talking to Coach Cagle before the game, he told us they dominated that game. And unfortunately, I wasn't there. But from what he was saying is they dominated that game. And the Owls scored 3 of their 4 goals in a 3-minute span late in the game from what Coach Cagle was telling us. So you knew his team was going to come out trying to get on the board quick, because maybe this is a team, if you play aggressive enough, if you stay on them, you're going to have opportunities late in the game, but you got to give yourself a chance with a goal here before halftime so that those opportunities are more plentiful. Again, we see the Lady Surge controlling the ball. This one at midfield, a misplay there by Cosby. Now we got a 2-on-2, and Ader looks like she's going to play the ball away from her keeper, who was right there. But it looks like the flag may have been up. I think they caught an offside on that one, Kevin, so the Lady Knights catch a break. Six and a half minutes remaining in the first half.
And again, it's with Hannah Burrs bringing out the goal.
She'll have the goal kick. And just a reminder to our Lady Knights fans out there, the Lady Knights will be back in action this Tuesday at home, the 22nd of September, a 6 p.m. start here at CCBC-Essex. Then they're on the road and return home again Saturday the 26th against Mercer County Community College. That game will be played at noon. And to round out their September schedule, it'll be September 29th. They're going to play the aforementioned Hartford Community College at 4:30. That'll be something else. And like all of our home games are, a deep shot taken. That may have been good from 40 yards out. The local semi-pro football teams might be giving her a call because that looked pretty good from here. But just to reiterate, all CCBC-Essex athletics home games are live streamed. So we ask that you join us at ccbc-essexknights.com for those home games. To give it to you one more time, the Lady Knights are at home on September 22nd, September 26th, and September 29th. Those game times are at 6, noon, and 4:30. And they will be playing Cumberland County College, followed by Mercer County and Hartford Community College. 5 minutes remaining in the first half, Kevin. Give me your assessment, starting with the Lady Surge.
Starting with the Lady Surge, I mean, one is their aggression. They really came out wanting to take shots on goal, and they did. I mean, it looks to my notes, and I could be a little bit off. It looked like that the Burrs had eight saves, not accounting the additional shots that went wide. Also, they played D when they looked like that the Lady Knights were going to have a chance to make an opportunity. The Surge really stepped up and took the ball away, playing their style of soccer.
And that's what you don't want to have done. If you're the Lady Knights, you want to impress upon, you want to thrust your style out there. And like we mentioned earlier, Jeff Holland wanting to play that 3-4-3 style of soccer, it doesn't look like the Lady Surge have allowed him to do that today.
Right, and that would be one of my assessments on for the Lady Knights coming into halftime. It's one, impose your will. Okay, don't fall into their style of play. You play the way you play your style of play. Two is to make your opportunities. Okay, you can see that you have a very aggressive team in the Lady Surge. When you get the ball, when you get into play, get yourself set, focus. If you have to, slow your play down, get your pieces set up so when that shot opportunity comes, you're more set to be able to take it.
I agree. And, confidence plays such a huge role in that, as we see the Lady Surge is Stepanek, again, plays the ball up to Brickley, who puts a shot on goal. We're going to say that was on goal. It was on goal. Not the best shot we've seen from the Lady Surge, but the ninth save made by Burrows this afternoon. And I got to ask Kevin, we got a little bit of this information from Coach Cagle pregame. What is a surge?
He basically, when he said surge, he basically said a team when you find a team with a mascot.
It's reminiscent of Stanford University, and I get the political correctness atmosphere of this world today, with Stanford Cardinal, and then the mascot is a tree, okay? But to Coach Cagle's point, how do you find a mascot for a surge?
That I couldn't tell you. I mean, maybe Mountain Dew. They have the surge.
That might be good. They might want to do that. They might want to reach out for a sponsorship. That might be their play, Kevin. That might be why they did that. Here we watch a 3-on-2 in the Knights' favor, but it looks like Jamie Pfeiffer just working her way past the defense. Another save by Burrows. That's number 10, Kevin, and it's happened. 10 saves before halftime, double-digit saves. Not what you want, but you don't want to let it get away either, as the Lady Surge again go back on the attack with the throw-in here. Of course, any Surge fans listening, we did talk to Coach Cagle pregame, and we say this all in fun, but that has got to be a difficult mascot to come up with, and we wish you guys luck and safety the rest of the season. Of course, we're going to be looking for some luck in the next 46 minutes here as the ball goes out of bounds to the Lady Surge. And we want to send a special thank you out to fans that are out in Cincinnati, Ohio, and surrounding areas for watching the live stream today. We really appreciate you checking in with us today to cheer on your Cincinnati State Lady Surge. Looking at 1 minute, coming up on 1 minute of play left in the first half, Kevin. And the Lady Surge are sitting pretty right now. 2-0 lead. Again, goals. The first goal of the game was scored by Stepanak at 14:28. And then Stepanak picking up another point, this time with the assist on a laser of a pass from the right wing to the left wing. And that was at 30 minutes, 58 seconds. She sent that ball screaming over to Katrina Brickley, who put it in the back of the net. That's where we stand now. 40 seconds remaining as we watch Burrows punt the ball to midfield. That's probably one of the best kicks I've seen her have all afternoon.
Absolutely, and you have to give it to Hannah Burrows. I mean, with these shots on goal that she's been taking, she's really stepped it up. I mean, to have a double-digit saves in the first half of play alone, some goalies go an entire game without double-digit saves.
No, I agree with you. I mean, we talked about that a little bit a couple broadcasts ago as we wind down. 10 seconds remaining. The Knights men's goalie, Trevor Brookhart, he had 16 saves in the opening game. Oh, a nice move there as she just can't find a back of the net as time expires. That was Jamie Pfeiffer looking for one final goal. And we're at halftime now. The Knights 2-0 deficit. We're going to be back. Kevin, it's been a great time calling this first half with you. Good luck in the second half, and we're going to step aside here. It's going to be about a 10-minute halftime, folks, and we enjoyed having you. We invite you back for the second half as John Carrington steps in to finish up the broadcast. This has been Rocco Jeppy with Kevin Brown. Kevin, good luck in the second half, and I'll talk to you later.
Thank you very much.
Hello, this is CCBC-Essex Soccer, and I had a wonderful experience watching the team play the Cincinnati Surge. We had Rocco here, Rocco Jeppy. He did a wonderful job doing the play-by-play. I'm John Carrington, and I'm here with Kevin Brown. Kevin, the score is 2-0. Tell us what happened that first half.
In first half of the game, I mean, you were looking at a very, very aggressive Cincinnati State Lady Surge team. You know, one thing that we found out just by looking at their stats and coming off of the first half is that they are going to take their shots on goal. You know, A.B. Stepanek has the first goal with 14:26 into the first half, and then assisted on his second goal at 30:58 in the first half to the Brickley. Now, the other thing you were seeing is that, you know, not a lot of solid defense from the Lady Knights. And, you know, they played majority on their side of the field. And, you know, when your goalie, Hannah Burrs, has 10 saves, double-digit saves in the first half alone, it kind of makes you wonder what adjustments you're going to make in the second half if, you know, Coach Holland is going to maybe put a few more strikers up and maybe cut back on the mid-east and defensemen.
All right, well, Essex Lady Knights are to the left, and they're defending the left goal. And, of course, to the right are the Cincinnati Surge. I have some heroes here. I think our heroes today are okay, we got it. The ball's moving. It's moving, okay. There they go again. I tell you, the Cincinnati Surge is just staying on the aggressive end of things here. Let's see if we can get our Essex Lady Knights moving forward here. The goal is to get that ball into the other team's half of the field, and that didn't happen the first half. I was just upset by seeing the ball always in the half of the field that belonged to the Essex Knights. But here we are seeing a little bit more aggression. Okay. Kevin, what do you think the strategy is going to be for our Cincinnati Surge?
I would say, honestly,
you don't think you're going to change a thing, huh?
Honestly, I would say just converting more opportunities into goals. I mean, that was one of the keys to the game that Coach Cagle had, was that he wanted to really get those opportunities and convert, you know, and stay focused. You know, just keep playing your style of soccer. It worked for you in the first half. You know, your aggressive style played to your favor, led to 2 goals, led to a nice 2-0 cushion. Also, though, stay focused. Don't allow that cushion to maybe slack off on your play. Keep it going. Keep putting the pressure on the Lady Knights, and don't allow them to get back into the game.
All right. Well, obviously, the Essex Lady Knights have changed their strategy a bit here. They're keeping that ball down at the right end of the field. That's where the Cincinnati Surge has to defend the goal. And we're going to try to put some shots on that goalkeeper down there, make her go to work.
Exactly, and that's one of the things I would say that you want to see that adjustment for the Lady Knights. It's to turn opportunities into goals. You know, you have a very aggressive Surge team. You want, when you get that push on them, when you get that pressure on them, try to slow yourself down. You know, make very strategic passes and get those solid opportunities and convert them in.
All right. Well, the heroes for the Surge are going to be the 2 ladies who scored in the first half. That was Katrina Brinkley. She scored the first goal. And here they go again. We're in the penalty goal area. Okay, got it cleared. Okay, ball's moving away from the Lady Knights into the field here. That's what we want. We want to get that ball in the other end of the field. That's the right side of the field that's being defended by the Surge. Just keep that ball down that end, and I think we're going to have a little bit more opportunity to bring this game to an even pace here. How's the weather going to affect this game? We got a lot of wind here.
I mean, well, that was one thing that Coach Holland was talking about, is dealing with the wind. This is the first time, really, that his Lady Knights had to deal with the wind, deal with the lowering temperatures. And, you know, that could play in your favor. It could hurt you. It depends on, you know, your passing, your set pieces, how you're moving the ball downfield. With the weather, you know, cool 70 degrees, you might not see as many cramps. You know, a lot of times you see a lot of heavy cramping when temperatures reaching in the high 80s, 90s, and the humidity's high. With the low humidity, you shouldn't see a whole lot of cramping, but it all goes back to conditioning as well.
All right, well, that's going to give us the opportunity to at least physically be able to be more aggressive. And cooler temperatures do help to keep the energy levels high and keeps everybody's mind focused on moving that ball rather than sweating and panting. All right, keep that ball moving. And I enjoy watching the teamwork here. You have to have a strategy of passing the ball. Can't do it all by yourself. There are no lone rangers in this sport.
Yeah, absolutely. Soccer is one of the absolute most team-oriented sports. Everybody sets up everybody else for either success or failure. So you want to make sure you know where you are, know your position, stick within your position, and try to keep yourself open to allow yourself to assist a teammate as well.
Okay, again, here comes the ball back into the Lady Knights into the field. Lady Knights are going to, and there's okay, don't, oh, come on. Oh no.
Oh,
okay, there it goes. Okay.
That was
that's Stepanak, E.B. Stepanak.
Right.
Well, when you score, you put some points on the board for your side, and unfortunately, that scoring is going the way of the surge.
Yeah, and it looked like that was E.B. Stepanak.
That was E.B. Stepanak.
It goes back to what we said coming in, trying to find an answer for Stepanak. She's really, showing why she's one of the sub players for
Cincinnati State goal
for
by
the Lady Surges
Elizabeth
this season.
Time of the goal, 49 minutes and 49 seconds.
Okay, let's keep that momentum going here. And there's an action on the near sideline here. And again, we are in the Lady Knights end of the field. And there goes Miss Burrows, our hero of the day. She's blocked more shots than Shaq.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Hannah Bird, conversion into from a fielder to a goalkeeper. She has really stepped up her game. It's really showing why Coach Holland asked her over anybody else to make that switch.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have the energy. Only problem is that it's at the wrong end of the field here. We want to move that ball to the right, and that's going to require, again, teamwork. We don't want the players to bunch up and all rush to the one side of the field. You can move that ball if you have enough people spread around to get it clear and then move it up the field.
And the Lady Surge are really showing that with their play. They're spread out. They're setting themselves up there. They know as a team where their teammate's going to be at all times, knowing that they can make like a crossfield pass like we just seen there, and their teammate's going to be there to be able to at least give them a shot at retrieving the ball.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I feel that we need that change of formation. The formula was 3-4-3. That's 3 defensive backs, 4 midfielders, and 3 forwards. I think at some point the Essex Lady Knights need to move that configuration to one that's be more aggressive towards keeping that ball on the right side of the field, not in your own defensive zone there on the left.
It looks like a little bit of an injured player here. It looks like number 2, April Digger, limping a little bit after that attempted shot. And the one thing you have to give Lady Surge is that they didn't really have to make a whole lot of adjustments, and they're not. They're still keeping the pace heavy. They're keeping the pressure on the Lady Knights, forcing the Lady Knights to make the adjustments to them not having to make the adjustments to the Knights.
All right, I have an observation to make here. I think the challenge that we have here is speed. I see the Lady Surge moving with crispness and intent of purpose, and I see our Lady Knights kind of dragging their feet and moving when they have to rather than being aggressive and taking the initiative.
And, and that kind of makes you wonder.
I see players in the back there on the left side walking down the field. I think they should be ready to play. I mean, come on now. Cincinnati has a 3-point lead. The ladies in the back there need to get on their toes, not flat-footed, walking to see the action.
Right. But it kind of makes you wonder too, the time off that the Lady Knights had, if that's kind of playing into it, because you know they had not played the game, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, since Tuesday when they came off of a 2-0 victory over CCBC Catonsville. And it makes you wonder if, with having that time off, that you don't want to say they come in prepared, because you know Coach Holland had them prepared, but maybe they weren't, they weren't anticipating the aggression that Cincinnati State has brought to them today.
That's what it is. You know, sometimes you get caught off guard. I remember in boxing, Mike Tyson's strategy was to come out aggressively in the first few moments and knock the opponent out. That way he didn't have to prove himself in the later rounds. In this situation, we need a late knockout. We need the Lady Surge to really be aggressive and stay at the attack.
And that all goes back to what going back into the words of Mike Tyson. He always used to say, everybody has a game plan until they get hit in the mouth. And I
like that.
And translating that to here, the Knights came in with a game plan, and that Cincinnati State came with a game plan, and basically Cincinnati State's 3-0 lead. It's kind of like the proverbial getting clocked in the mouth. They put on, showed what they can do, and now it's up to the Lady Knights to try to make their adjustments and maybe come back and put a little bit more pressure on Kelsey, the goaltender Kelsey Lee, and the rest of the Cincinnati State players.
But you want to learn from every game that you play. The next opponent for the Lady Knights will be the Cumberland County College. That's going to be on Tuesday, and that'll be here. And folks should tune in on the internet to watch the game. The game will be on all the CCBC home games will be live streamed. So you want to watch them on the internet at CCBC-Essex.com. Tune in and watch live stream soccer. All right, now we're getting some action here. I like this. They were on the right half of the field here. Right half of the field. Right. Let's keep that ball down there. Again, I think the okay. All right, there you go.
It looks like that I spoke too soon. I was going to say it looks like that the Lady Knights are really trying to step up their aggression, but then there's the Lady Surge right back at it, bringing the ball right back down onto the Lady Knights side of the field. Turning opportunities into goals. That's been preached by both coaches in this game. You take every opportunity you can, you shoot every opportunity you can, you want to convert them into points. And into goals, my fault. And the Lady Surge has really done that today. They've taken it, and with 33 minutes into the second half, they've really taken their opportunities and made this a 3-0 lead. I don't want to say it's not one that can't be come back from, but it's one that the Lady Knights are really going to have to step up their aggression if they're going to have a shot at coming back.
I agree. There's a formula to come back. It's called desire. The hungry dog runs the furthest. The hungry dog runs the furthest. How hungry are the Lady Knights for victory here? Come on now.
A lot of aggression here.
Okay, there you go. There's a little aggression.
and good job with, I have to say today, and this was something me and Rocco were talking about earlier in the program, is one thing that you notice from Kelsey Lee, the goaltender for Cincinnati State. She gives her midfielders, she gives her strikers a chance to get upfield before she clears the ball. And with the inexperience of Hannah Burrows, that's something she might want to do, because when you give the opportunity for your midfielders, for your strikers to get further up into the ball in before you clear it, you're giving more of a shorter field for your attackers to try to cushion your lead. Or You know, in the case of the Lady Knights.
Well, I agree. I
Step it
mean, you
up.
have to have that teamwork element. At some point, you know that you have to depend on that person next to you or that person who's a step or two ahead of you. Look around for who can help. They're doing a lot of good headers over there. The practicing and the preparation for these games is vital. Looking and being aware of where you are in the field, being aggressive when you have to, not letting opportunity walk by.
And it's a good job from the Lady Surge, really attacking the ball.
All right, that's out on the corner. It's going to be a throw in or across the goal line. All right, let's see what she does with the ball here. There's a strategy to this. A long one to your own player is great. One that's too high and too long gives everybody a chance to spot it. All right, Surge is letting. There you go. That's going to stay on the right half of the field. That's going to stay on the right half of the field.
And that's where, you know,
That was Rachel Rossi there trying to keep it on the right side of the field. Okay, there go to Surge. Okay, across, and they're moving the ball. Again, I see speed as a factor here.
You know, and that was one thing that me and Rocco were talking about too, is you wonder if with the Lady Knights having the days of rest, and if when with you know, the Lady Surge having played yesterday at Hartford, if the Surge were going to be a little winded. You know, they played their second game. The Knights were coming off of a 5-day rest period. You know, if they would be the faster team, but the Surge really showing that they don't want to go, with back-to-back losses in this weekend play.
Well, there's an advantage to being fresh off of a play. You understand the communication elements that are necessary to win. You understand what to expect from your fellow player. You've practiced enough, and it's fresh in your memory. There's a lot of communication that just happens because, whoa, we did this yesterday.
Right.
You give it a week, man, and you sort of forget a few of the little subtle cues.
Right.
Sometimes all it takes is a glance. Or if you know a player's style, you know that they're going to do a certain move at this particular situation because you've seen it before. Oh, and it happened yesterday. Give it a week, and it becomes a faint memory.
And good crossfield clearing that we're seeing from the Lady Surge. Really, keeping the Lady Knights defenders on their toes. Good back and forth passing and really aggressive style that we're seeing.
Well, what we see is what happens when you get 3 points in soccer. That means you have a cushion. Therefore, you can play keep away. You can practice your dribble skills. You can practice just making sure that the other team doesn't have that opportunity to be on your half of the field and take shots. Right now, the goalkeeper for the Cincinnati Surge, Kelsey Lee, is walking around a little bored. I think we ought to break her boredom.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, having as a goalie, having those shots on goal, you want to have some of the action so you don't get bored. But again, as a defender, you don't want your goalie to have that action, because the more shots they take, the better they can read the mannerisms of how the goalie is going to set up to try to defend. And it looks like Kelsey Lee is going to be ready. If the Lady Knights can get that pressure down, and she's going to have fresh legs, ready to defend anything that comes at her.
Okay. What I see are some referees who are doing a fine job. They're on top of things here. Referees are very attentive. You have referee on the left side of the field and one on the right side, one near sideline, one far sideline. Of course, the guy in the center, he has the hardest job of all. He runs as much as the players. He's up and down the field.
Absolutely. And good clearing for Lady Knights. Oh, and we have a whistle. It looks like it's going to be called a push for the Lady Knights. So the Lady Surge again is going to have the ball, clearing it into midfield.
Okay.
Clearing it to
right, I want to give some props again to Hannah. There, Hannah did a little aggressive thing there. Is she okay? All right, that was a good tackle, Hannah. Good tackle.
Yeah, good job from the Lady Knights
Right.
goalkeeper
Deep
attacking the ball
punt.
this time.
All right, it's close to one of the Essex Knights here, so that was a good one. All righty, get that ball across that halfway line, and there it is. Okay, that's the side of the field we want to be on. Okay, that was a tackle. Ball's taken away. Keep it moving. Get up and keep moving. Keep up and get up and keep moving.
And that was
Strategy of the game. Make sure that the Essex Knights are aggressive. Make sure that they take advantage of opportunity and keep that team communication going.
And that was a quick throw-in for the Surge again, showing why showing that they're still willing to be aggressive even with a 3-goal lead.
Mm-hmm. All right, the crowd is really getting excited here. I think we have some energy being translated from the stands to the field. I hear kids shouting and screaming up here in the bleachers in the stands. This is a really great crowd we have here at CCBC-Essex. Folks who haven't seen a live game here ought to come out and check it out for yourself. I think it's a wonderful sport. I love it. I mean, soccer is a sport that guys and ladies can enjoy, and it's one that requires you to be physically conditioned. You have to have field awareness. You have to have skills that you practice and get better at. This is the sport for anybody, everybody.
And we have a substitution coming in for Cincinnati State, Autumn Adams.
Whoa. That was a tackle. Okay, ref is on top of it. Good refs. These refs are a real team.
And for those of you that are joining us, we are in the 65th minute of play. The CCBC-Essex Knights have 0, and the visiting Cincinnati State Surge have 3. And one thing that we can give to the Lady Knights, that they are still trying to battle, even though that a 3-0 deficit is not one to be behind. They're not giving up. They are still trying to battle and get that lose their first goal to maybe boost their confidence. And on the other side, the Cincinnati State Lady Surge, they're not backing off. They're continuing to put the pressure on the Lady Knights. They're going to continue. They're continuing their aggression and looking to even make their cushion more.
Number 19, Emily DiMatteo.
All right, life lessons. Never give up. Nothing beats a blank but a try.
Right.
So we have Melanie Humanek moving the ball down the sideline here, and if our players would get on their toes and give her a little help there, she'll be in a position to, well.
And we have a substitution, Emily DiMatteo, number 19, coming into the game as well.
Okay. All right, move to the ball. Moving to the ball. Okay. All right. Like Coach Holland says, finish it. Finish it. Move towards the ball.
And right there, you can see there's Evie Stepanak for the Lady Surge again. She's attacking the ball, but Lady Knights are doing a good job trying to take her outside of the game.
Ashley Hollemeyer giving it a good shot there, attempting to keep control. Okay. What I enjoy is that team effort. These are life's lessons here. You have a team. You are a bit down, but you don't throw in the towel. You don't hang your head and go hide in the corner and wait it out. No, you stay in the game. Stay in the game.
And one thing we don't want to forget, for both the Lady Knights and the Lady Surges, these girls are still teenagers and they're still student athletes, and they're still young. But
right.
to see
have a corner kick.
Right,
we have a corner kick, Kevin. We have a corner kick here. Now these corner kicks can be translated into scoring, and there are set plays for making these things work here. And okay, coming in off the corner. Okay. All right. Okay. That was quick. The dribbling is just fantastic with these Cincinnati Surge players. They are doing things that I see at the professional level. They got some forwards who really know what to do with that ball. All right, there you go. Okay, getting a little help from Stephanie Humanek. All right, keep that ball moving in the right direction, ladies. And now we got something going on here. All right, let's move it up the sideline. A little teamwork here. I see 3 players. If they play a little volleyball, back and forth, you can set up something for the middle. And there's a shot to the middle. Let's see what we got here. Oops, missed an opportunity there. Allison Tarr, got past you a little bit there. Okay, let's get on it. Oh, whoa. That was Allison Tarr giving it a good college try. Okay, we got it in the right half of the field of play. All right, there's a shot towards the goal. Let's see. Okay, move to the ball. Stop, don't let that ball come down. Left half, well, it's there now. Now we have to stop the shot. Block the shot. A little back and forth. All right, there's our hero of the day, Hannah Burrows. And a big boot to punt the ball out. She punted the ball out and keeping it down that right half of the field. 16. All right. We have Rachel Rossi moving the ball down the field. She moved. Ooh, nice move. Hey, Rachel. Ooh. Hey, go. She's still after it. Oh, well, she gave it her shot. A little help from the team here. Move to the ball. All right. Now that's a dangerous situation there. One player moving towards the goal. The goalie needs a little help. Yes. Hannah, our hero. Hannah Burrows.
Definitely a nice save by Burrows, but
yeah.
She looks like she's
think she hurt herself there.
Looks like she's down a little bit.
Okay.
Just going over see what's going on.
I think she might have fell on the ball, knocked the wind out of herself.
Yeah, and one thing that we were talking about earlier in the broadcast with Rocco is that the men's goalie Trevor Brookhart had 16 saves in one game. The way things are going today, it looks like that Hannah Burrows could actually match that, if not go ahead of it before they get there with. It looks like she's already got 14 saves, and we're at 19 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
Okay, Melanie Humanek trying to keep it in the right side of the field. Okay, there we go. Good move. Keep the ball in play. Keep it moving towards the right side of the field. All right, Melanie Humanek is still on it. Humanek is doing a great job here trying to keep that ball in the right half of the field. Melanie, of course, is a midfielder, but she has her role to play also. As I watch these Cincinnati Surge players, it looks like they have what I would call a 5-2, whatever's left kind of an offense. They keep everybody playing forward, right, aiming for the goals, and the other players play midfield just in case the other team gets the ball midfield. And then they have 1 or 2 people helping in the backfield with the goalie. That's a strategy that's very aggressive. It could be deadly if you have a team that can pass and play teamwork dribbling. Get that ball into your half of the field, and all your forwards are playing aggressively at the other end of the field. Well, okay, here we go. Chance to move the ball towards the half line. Okay, there you go. We're across the field. Now we can get some players to assist. Janie Vogan will be in good shape here. righty. Okay, got a little aggression by Catlin St. Lawrence. Okay. All right, good. Okay. There you go. And it's going to clear it again. Okay.
Nice
Careful.
aggressive style here.
Yeah. Well, what I'm interested in is how this artificial turf plays for a team that's used to playing on a grassy surface. I don't know what the field conditions are in Cincinnati, but these young ladies have adapted to this field quite well. I've seen some fancy moves. I've seen some teamwork, dribbling that is quite exceptional. And our team, I think, is trained for the artificial turf here. I believe there are some natural grass fields here, and I'd be curious to know from one of the players, is there a real advantage or disadvantage to playing on either field? What's your opinion, Kevin?
Well, my opinion is that, I mean, when artificial turf, yeah, you move fast, and definitely the ball is going to glide a lot better. You're going to be able to get your passes off. You're going to be able to get your screens off a lot better, but it doesn't have as much give as natural grass. And what I mean by that is when you fall, you're going to feel it. You know, a lot of times with a grassy field, you know, you have somewhat of a surface that allow, you know, for you to have a little bit of a softer landing. But with artificial turf, you're going to scrape, you're going to bruise, and you're going to feel every hit.
Mm-hmm. I remember playing football, and sometimes you would hit the ground and you bump into a rock, and that would give you a hickey on the head. With artificial turf, it's all mat burns. No hickeys, just mat burns.
Looks like we got a breakaway here for a nice steal back for Serge, and looks like Lady Serge right back on the ball again.
Okay.
And Destiny McBurney.
All right, we're getting some action out of Destiny McBurney. Destiny McBurney has got the ball on the sideline there, and she's attempting to move it down to that goal post for the Surge. All right, what's the time look like, Kevin?
We got 14 minutes left to play the game with a 3-0 lead. I mean, for the it's not hard to. I mean, I'm not going to say you're in the best situation. You still have plenty of time to play. I mean, you don't want. It's not like you're in your final minute of match play, your final 2 minutes of match play. You know, you've got plenty of time to overcome it. But the other thing I would say is you got to get a little bit more aggressive when you get the opportunity to get the ball on the Cincinnati State side of the field. Take the shot at goal. If you think this,
we got a corner kick coming up here. Okay, Kevin, hate to interrupt you, but we do have a corner kick. And again, these can be converted to points if there's a strategy. And let's see what happens here. Okay, we're in the penalty box area. And okay, it's way wide, way high. There's still life here.
Yeah, there's still definitely life. I mean, you've got 13 minutes, 30 seconds to play. You know, you've had those opportunities with the ball, so you know that you can matriculate it down the field. But what you got to do is once you get it down field, you got to finish. Take the shot on goal. You know, try to hit your open lane. Try to find that open striker that's going to allow you to get that opportunity. And that's what
all right, Juliet Vogan. Hey, all right, good aggressive kick. Get that ball in the right half of the field. All right, thank you, Juliet Vogan.
Fast throw in, but unfortunately knocked back out of play again.
Okay, Cincinnati playing a little game of keep away here. And all the time trying to move the ball downfield. Teamwork, and speed. Little game. Oh, it's okay. He kicked it out. Ball goes over to the Essex Lady Knights. Lady Knights. Oh, whistle. Do that again. In tossing the ball overhead, you drag that back foot. Kevin, what's the philosophy behind that?
The philosophy behind dragging the back foot is for distance. You know, with dragging that back foot, it's going to give you a little bit more push when you're throwing off the ball, a little bit more body movement, and to clear it further down the field. And when you see somebody wanting to do a shorter in throw, you're going to see their foot a little bit flatter. They're going to drop throw it, where with dragging the foot, it'll allow them to launch a little bit further if they want to go cross field or if they want to go downfield with the throw.
Mm-hmm. Every technique has a purpose. Every technique, and there's a score. Okay, that was number 2. That was April Ziegler. She's a defenseman and a midfielder. So apparently April plays a little forward also. Oh, I was saying correction. That was Elizabeth Stepanak. That's E.B. Stepanak. E.B. Stepanak is a forward, and no wonder she knew what to do with the ball. She scored before.
That Cincinnati State goal was scored by number 12, Elizabeth Stepanak, assisted by number 11, Katrina Prickley. Time of the goal, 78 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, we have a wonderful, oh, hey, that was it. Okay, erase that goose egg. Erase that goose egg. That happened quick.
That was a nice little comebacker. You know, they went up 4-0, and now they knocked it back. The Lady Knights are guaranteed not to be shut out today.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Erase that goose egg.
The time is going to be 78:55.
All right, there is a possibility of a comeback here. We have to get that quick goal kind of a attack. The other players were lulled into a sense of confidence.
That Lady Knights goal was scored by number 21, Caitlin St. Lawrence. Assisted by number 6,
St. Lawrence
Casey
scored that
Kilmartin.
goal. Caitlin St. Lawrence scored that goal. Caitlin is a midfielder. She's from Essex, Maryland, went to Kenwood High School. She's just 5'1". Don't have to be tall. You just have to be in the right place at the right time and take that shot. Okay, getting a lot of substitutes here. We have Sarah Cosby doing a great job there trying to defend that ball, keep that ball from going into the Essex Knight. Oh, there's another goal. Okay, Surge came right back. That's, number 25, I believe that's Brianna Mays, midfielder. Brianna Mays kicked that goal.
That Cincinnati State goal was scored by number 25, Brianna Mays. Time of the goal, 79 minutes and 54 seconds.
Okay, we're gonna have a kickoff here. Setting up the defense and the offense, and there we go. All right, after the score, a little footwork by Sarah Cosby. All right, Sarah lost control of it there. And number 8 for Cincinnati, that's Jamie Pfeiffer, moving the ball into the penalty box area. That's the 18-foot box, and then there's a 6-foot box inside of that. Okay, the throw in. Okay, ball belongs to Essex.
I don't think I ever watched it sit down.
Juliet Vogan throwing the ball in. Okay. All right, this is that point in the game where the teams try to work in the rest of their roster, and of course the other players are pretty much spent or tired. They need a break. Here's a chance for some of the other players to get some opportunity to play, and that's good. That helps to round out your team. You never know when you'll need those players in a tight game, a tie game that has overtime, and you need to bring players in off the bench.
Absolutely. You always want to keep fresh legs out there, you know, and with one of the beautiful things about this is that there is no, you know, limit on substitutions. So with having unlimited substitutions, you can always keep your players fresh at all times.
All right, here we go. Watch that technique. Watch the foot drag, and there. Okay. And ball's bounced out. Goes over to the surge. Okay, number 25. That's Brianna Mays. She passes it off. Okay, good movement. I have to compliment the Cincinnati Surge on how they pass and share the movement of the ball with each other. They get a hold of it, they're going to pass it to another player and keep the ball moving in the direction that's going to be most beneficial to them. Majority of the time, that's always in the opponent's goal direction, but it's okay to move the ball back and forth. The idea is to maneuver the ball until you can get a break in the defense and move your ball to the goal of your opponent. A little okay, fell. That's probably a product of the artificial turf. I noticed when the young ladies hit the ground, the black pellets, I guess it's ground up tire rubber that helps to cushion the falls. It makes the turf more safe to run on and able to make cuts and turns on. But that material bounces up and cushions the fall.
It cushions it, but it's definitely not. It's definitely unforgiving, though. I mean,
yeah.
While you may not get banged up as much, you're going to get a little bit more of a burn when you do fall.
All right, we're going to have a real surge of energy and effort on the part of the Essex Lady Knights in order for them to bring this game back to the victory column. It's going to take a real solid, aggressive effort. This is your big highlight reel comeback. Let's see it happen. This is going to be on ESPN. Am I making a proper prediction, Kevin?
I mean, it's definitely one. I mean, with 6 minutes and 12 seconds left to play, it's definitely one it can be overcome. And but can we see the surge in aggression from no pun intended from the Lady Knights to do it? I mean, they've been a little bit lackluster. This whole game they haven't been really able to put a whole lot of pressure on the Lady Surge's defense. Okay. If we could see that pressure being put up, maybe we could see a possible comeback.
Okay. All righty. I see some effort here. I see effort. People are moving into the realm of I want the ball. I want to score. I see that energy. It's there. I think it's possible, Kevin. There. That's the kind of aggression we need. Okay. Yes. And a good effort on the part of Sarah Cosby. Okay. Juliet is on there. And that's Juliet Vogan attempting to do.
And that was a good job by Maria Embridge just to kick that ball away, try to stop any momentum that Cincinnati was going to have in this late in the time of the game.
All right, what Hannah's strategy is here? All right, long to the sideline. Okay, her player couldn't get to it, but that's okay. We have Allison Tarr on it, and Allison balls down to Sarah Cosby. Again, the idea is to get that ball into the right half of the field so we can get some opportunities to score here. Major opportunity to score is needed. Get that momentum going in the right direction. Okay, all right, good strategy. Keep it on the sideline, move it down. Okay, ball's out.
And
Right. That wind seems to have died down a little bit too.
right, and that was one of the question marks coming in. Would the Lady Knights be able to handle the wind? But it looks like the wind kind of died down on them. It was more now they needed to handle the the aggression from the night from the surge.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we have a possible injured player.
Okay. I noticed with the lady soccer players, the colors of the shoes aren't as varied as it was with the guys. I think some of the guys like to make that fashion statement more so than the young ladies.
Right.
I see.
Looks like that we have the official over with.
What happened there? Injury?
And it looks like that number 25, Brianna Mays, is coming off the pitch here.
Okay.
And
He's a midfielder.
Looks like number 16, Angela Jenkins, is going to be coming in her stead.
Okay. Only person who can call a timeout in soccer is the referee. So it must have been necessary. I didn't see what happened to her, but she's left. Okay, ball's in play.
Right.
All right. Thank you, Allison Tarr. Allison Tarr attempting to do something with that ball that's going to put it in the right half of the field. And 2-on-1, and the ball is still in the possession of Scene Reamer. Okay.
And now you're at this point you're getting into crunch time. You're in the 85th minute. The 87th minute of play. You're down by 4 scores. At this point, you really need to take any opportunity you can if you're the Lady Knights. No matter, if you're 5 yards out, 20 yards out, you just want to try to take that shot on goal and see if you can maybe get Kelsey Lee off her game a little bit and at least try to reduce the time, reduce the scoring here.
Yeah, because the deficit is pretty big right now with only less than 2 minutes to go. A deficit of 4 points. We're playing for honor at this point. We're playing for pride.
Right.
Make this game work towards improvement for the next game, the next opponent. And that next game is going to be Cumberland County College on Tuesday the 22nd, right here at CCBC-Essex. Come out to see it live. It's a 6 p.m. game. You can watch soccer game under the lights, and that's always fun. I've seen a couple of soccer games here under the lights, and it's a spectacular, beautiful view. The action is crisp. It looks just like Monday Night Football. I love it.
And it's
Tuesday Night Football. And football is the official word for soccer internationally. It's football. It's the international sport played with the foot.
And one thing, it's amazing to see that these Lady Surge players are still really attacking the ball, even with a 4-goal cushion. They're not backing off. They're not letting Essex in any way whatsoever.
There's a shot. Okay, a little wide, but hey, we took it. That was an attempt by Autumn Capella. All right, keep it in the right half of the field. Okay. Hey, good move. Good aggression from Janae Vogan.
Final minute of play in the game. Final minute of play.
And we are approaching final minute of play here. Again, we have the Cincinnati State ladies Surge with 5. The CCBC-Essex Women's Lady Knights with 1.
All right, what do you think Coach Holland is going to say to his players after this one?
Again, it's going to go back to finish. I mean, one thing that they didn't do is when they did have the opportunities downfield, they weren't finishing them. They weren't able to get it to the open striker to take the shot on goal. Another one is aggression. Push yourself downfield. Don't walk to the action. Run to the action. Put yourself into the action. Don't just stand there and wait for somebody else to do something. If you be the one to step it up, if you don't see your teammate being able to do that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the final score is 5-1. It's a victory for the Cincinnati Surge. I want to thank Kevin Brown for being my color man, and I'm John Carrington doing the play-by-play right here from CCBC-Essex. This is your place to watch online streaming soccer. And of course, I want to thank the Broadcasting Institute of Maryland for giving us this opportunity to be here, to be a part of this wonderful, wonderful event. All right, Kevin, you want to say something or you're out of here?
No, I think we're good. I think the only thing I would say is, hopefully next time be a little bit better of an outcome for us.
Okie doke. Have a good one.
Thank you.